This is the Inferno podcast. It's the official podcast of UAB Athletics. Blazer fans, this is the place every week for an inside look into UAB Athletics. This episode is brought to you by Pearl River Resort.
Hey Blazers, welcome back to the Inferno podcast. I'm Madison Page and we have season 3, episode 8. As always, brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Our episode rundown today is going to be brought to you by Legacy Credit Union, your official credit union of UAB Athletics. February is finally coming to a close and we are heading in strong to March. Starting us off is going to be with football because they're starting off their spring season. So we have defensive line coach Sam Mills. Joining us is two players he got out of the portal, Colby Archie and Cunningham. They're going to be our Blazers of the week. Huge shout out to men's tennis because for the first time since 2019, they have a ranked pair. The pair is now ranked number 67. Bowling's Madison Colson earned herself a perfect game of 300, the first time in UAB bowling history. Men's basketball continues to dominate on the road after a huge win over Memphis. Thanks to Chance Westry, he earned himself American Conference Player of the Week. Softball, baseball, and some good weather joined Birmingham this weekend. Softball now heads to South Carolina, and just in case you missed it, baseball is going to be back at home as they take on Jacksonville. If you want to stay up to date for all things Inferno, head over to our Instagram and our TikTok. For all full episodes, go to our YouTube channel and click that bell so you're notified every single week when we drop.
Oh yeah, oh no. Oh yeah, let's roll.
Welcome back to our Coach's Corner presented by Viva Health and Pepsi. Today I'm joined with defensive line coach Sam Mills. Sam, how are we doing?
We're good. We're actively working, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back.
We're getting in. We're in the season. We're getting into our spring season now. Just got some guys out of the portal. How excited are you for this group that's coming in?
Really excited. We got a good group so far. We got some mature guys. We got some good young guys from good programs. So it's all kind of coming together with our new defensive coordinator. And we're just excited to be working.
Yeah, before we get into football, I want to talk a little bit about you before you even started. Because when we first met, we talked a little bit about you being from New Jersey, a little bit about your dad and his legacy going on. What was it like growing up in New Jersey and growing up with that background of your dad?
It was fun, but at the time, everybody made a bigger deal of it than I did. He was just my dad. But growing up in New Jersey and seeing the impact that he had there, and then in other states we lived in, Louisiana and North Carolina, it's been kind of cool to see the transition of his career and, it kind of ending with the Hall of Fame induction. So it's been fun to watch that. And it's been fun to kind of pass along the stories to the young guys to see, it doesn't matter where you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah. What's the best piece of advice he ever gave you?
As far as football is keep playing. Keep playing until they tell you can't play anymore. As far as life, obviously, it's keep pounding.
Yeah, keep pounding. Do you live by that every single day?
Absolutely. It's in everything we do. I teach our guys in the classroom, in the weight room, on the field, and in games. We don't give up. We finish the job.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about your philosophy when it comes to that defensive room with these guys behind you. What are you preaching on to them every single day?
Well, first and foremost, we lead with love with these guys. They've got to understand we're connected. I'm their coach, but I'm also their biggest supporter. I tell them nobody's going to cheer you on more than me other than probably your mother and your grandmother.
Yeah.
And then it's a hard demand on them. And the hard demand on them, I want to make it hard during the week. So when we get to the game, life is easy on them.
Yeah.
They're used to it. So they know it, they appreciate it, and they learn to love it and get used to it.
Did it take you a minute to get to that point of knowing what you wanted to preach on to these guys?
Well, I think I learned it early in coaching. The connection with the guys meant so much. Anybody can go out there and just yell at them, but they've got to know that you're looking out for the betterment of their career. And I tell them I want them to play as long as they can, as well as they can. And when you know that a guy is backing you and we're going after the same goal, it's easy to get on the same page.
Yeah. When it's all said and done, what's something you want these guys to be able to say about you being coached by Sam Mills?
I probably want them to leave here and say I demanded the best out of them and I didn't let them give up.
So I want to talk a little bit about our players. We have Cunningham and Colby Archie coming in and talk to us a little bit. Tell us about what that process was like getting these guys here and getting them out of the portal.
So every guy is different that comes to visits. Guys are looking for different things. The one thing I respected immediately about Cam is a serious guy that wanted to know about the academics and wanted to know about his opportunity. Cam is an older guy and he's very mature. So we dealt with Cam slightly different, and Cam was really interested in what UAB had to offer beyond football for him. So it was really a good visit we had with us. I think he saw how serious we were about his football career and his education, and it was just a good match. Colby's a guy I got excited with because he is not in my D-line room all the time, okay? But when you put his tape on, he is a heck of a rusher.
Man.
Yeah, so the speed he's got that comes off the edge is really exciting, and we get to see it every day now. So when we were recruiting him, we were basically all kind of in there, whether it be backers or D-line, D-ends, and we were excited to have him come on board.
What's one word you would say that describes your whole entire transfer group that you have right now in this line room?
Motivated.
Nice.
All the guys come from different scenarios, different backgrounds, and it's their chance to get it right. It's their chance to continue. It's their chance to make their mark on college football. And some of them, it's their chance to kind of develop into maybe being able to play after college football. So it's a very motivated group that comes to work every day prepared.
Nice. With spring practice now coming up and you're getting into the thick of things, are you excited with going into this now?
I am. I'm excited. Number one, first and foremost, we have a new defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of getting on the same page with him and getting used to his scheme. He's got a lot of years of experience. He's got a proven defense. So we've all been learning it as players and coaches. And, I'm excited to come together and see it kind of come to life, see the different pieces we've brought in this year along with the pieces we already had. We had some good young guys here already coming back. So it's something to look forward to for the Blazer Nation.
What are you hoping to see?
I'm really hoping to see, first and foremost, that we do the work required to play fast.
Right.
We can't not know our job and play fast. We got to do the work required to play fast, and then I want to see the violence and the intensity come out for our defense.
Is that one of the biggest changes that you're hoping this group brings versus last year?
Yeah, this group, we're going to look different.
Yeah.
For the average fan seeing us, we're going to look bigger.
Nice.
Okay, so it's going to be bigger bodies, longer arms, probably a little bit more quickness and speed on the field, and then you're probably going to see us more in multiple fronts and different coverages. Like we're going to look different for Blazer Nation.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that because we got guys really taking on this task.
So going into these spring practices, do you feel like they're really soaking it up, being sponges and soaking up everything you guys are preaching on to them right now?
Yeah, it's we're giving them a lot right now
Yeah.
on purpose. When you give them a lot, you see what they retain, but you kind of keep doing this process over and over and over again, and they keep retaining more and more and more. And then before you know it, we're installing it fifth, sixth time, and they're not even blinking about it. So right now, the learning process is really where we're at right now, every day in meetings and on the field walkthroughs, and they're just getting used to the language and getting used to a different voice. So it's kind of a process that we're going through before we can run fast.
You have a lot of experience when it comes from coaching in the NFL. Tell me a little bit about what those blocks are looking like as you're building a pro, building a good athlete, and somebody that you feel like is going to be very intense and very useful to your program right now.
So when you're building a college athlete, you're really teaching him from scratch. You're teaching him how to study. You're teaching him how to look at defense. You're teaching him how to look at football. When you're building a pro, half the time these guys come to you with a pretty general knowledge of those things, and we are fine-tuning it to the greatest extent. Here, we're teaching from scratch. So we are starting school. It's first grade for these guys. So we're teaching you what formations are, what personnels are. By the time we get them in the pros, they've been through that before. So I really like this college game because it allows you to get your hands on the guys and really explain the game of football to them. And really one of my goals is when a guy leaves my room, he should be able to coach. He should be able to teach it to the guys coming behind him.
Is that your favorite part about coaching so far, is being able to show what can be, what is the bigger picture with things and how you should leave this program?
Absolutely, because, when the guys leave our room, I like them to be able to coach if they love the game of football. But a lot of the lessons that we're teaching also apply in business. Something as simple as, hey, you can't be on your phone during meetings. And I tell them, Well, 10 years from now, and if you own your own business and you have a staff meeting, do you want people on their phone? So there's a lot of lessons that do carry over in just life outside of football for these guys.
For your life outside of football, where would we find you if you're not on the field?
Let's see, if I'm not on the field right now, let's see. Sometimes you could find me looking for a golf ball that I've lost.
Okay.
Every now and then you may find me at a bowling alley or something. I'm really into doing whatever's competitive.
Yeah.
And that is, you name it, I'm doing it. Anything to compete.
Who's the biggest competitor in the room right now?
Whew, the biggest competitor in the room right now.
You got two of them sitting over there. Is it one?
It might be Colby.
Really?
Yeah. Colby's got a little streak to him that you got to watch out for.
What is it like coaching a guy like Colby?
It's fun because he can do so many dynamic things. You can put him in a lot of different positions. Like I said, when you turn his tape on and he's running the edge, he probably doesn't remember this, but as soon as I met him, I said, hey, you got this dip move that I saw on tape, and it's pretty amazing. And he just smiled because he knew exactly what I was talking about. And when you have a guy like that, you can put him in a lot of different positions to have success. So it's fun like that, with defensive guys.
Yeah, so as this game continues to grow, we have a lot of things getting implemented. You have a lot of NIL, you have a lot of the transfer portal. How have you seen this game grow within the players, and within just being a coach, how have you seen this game grow?
Well, it's probably grown closer to NFL football, which is kind of my comfort zone anyway.
Yeah.
So the portal almost turns into free agency. Now, the one thing I tell my guys is because I coach you so hard, I stay out of money. The money is between you and the head man and whoever else you're talking to or is representing you. I coach you in football. I'm here to make sure your grades are good and you play as well as you can. And in order to do that, I've got to stay out of the money. And they understand and respect that relationship I have with them. But yeah, guys are looking for opportunities. Guys are looking for opportunities to play. Guys are looking for opportunities to prosper. And you can't be mad at a student athlete for that. That's just the climate we live in today.
With Mort now taking over, what are you most excited about for him?
I'm excited for a fresh start. And, for Blazer Nation, sometimes you may think the interim will just carry on what's been going on, and Mort has really gotten a fresh start. He's changed some things. He's tweaked some things. I'm really excited for Mort's era to begin because he has a passion for this. He's had a vision, and he's been in-house to see what he wanted to change. So, it's been a good transition with him. He's excited every day he comes to work, ready to get the most out of the day. So it's been fun working with him.
So give us a little insight. If I'm going into spring practice, what's one thing that I know I can look at for defense that sticks out?
Probably right now, the attention to detail. We're really big on that right now, and in everything we do, all movements, whether it be the front, the linebackers, or the secondary. That's just what comes to this defense. There's a lot of responsibility that's put on us in this defense, and we take that on, and our guys are really locked in right now to getting all the details to make this defense come to life.
Awesome, Coach Mills. I'm excited. I'm getting ready for defense. I'm excited for the spring football, and I'm excited to talk to your Blazers that you have with us today. Thank you so much for joining us on the Inferno podcast.
Thank you, guys.
Now, don't go too far because we'll be talking to Cunningham and Colby Archie.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regents Bank, embrace the if in life.
Welcome back to the Inferno podcast and our Blazer of the Week presented by Blazers Mobile. Cam, Colby, how are we doing today?
Good, pretty good.
So I want to talk a little bit about y'all's process with the transfer portal. What made you guys transfer to UAB?
At first I was about to go to Eastern Michigan. It was a really long recruiting process. Took a lot of visits, not gonna lie, really long process, but I chose to, I used to stay out here a long time ago with my mom when I was younger. So I kind of knew the area a little bit, and I knew about the football program. And when I met Coach Grantham, the new DC, we just, I just liked what he had to offer me, like with the playing scheme. And like, I feel like it was a really good scheme for me. Yeah, so.
Nice. Cam, what about you?
Yeah, definitely. So just being an up north guy, having the opportunity to come back down south with the weather and everything, that was big. And then also just talking to Coach Mills and Coach Grantham and Coach Mort, they're like really experienced guys. They're true NFL guys, and that's my goal. So thought that'd be big.
What's something that the coaches said to you guys that really stuck out and like really put a stamp on your visit and a stamp on like wanting to commit to this program?
You know, I'll just say like when I was like I said when I was talking to Coach Grantham, really just flying to the ball. Like I just like flying to the ball and playing football. Like that's what I like doing. So, and I'm learning, you know, inside backer. I'm learning different positions and stuff like that. And Coach Grantham's teaching me, and I'm like, I just like flying around the ball. I like being used like that. And a lot of schools, they want to use me more as a rusher, but like I'm a two-way guy. I like to do two things. I like to be all around the field. So, yeah.
Give me one piece of advice that stuck with you.
My exit meeting with Coach Mills, he talked about adding to my resume, you know, and that was big, like just hearing it from that perspective. And then talking to Coach Grantham, when we were on the phone, he was telling me he could see me as an NFL guy. We just need to fix this and this. And just hearing something that's real specific, that kind of stuck with me.
When you guys first started playing football, what got you into the sport and what made you fall in love with it?
I'll say my dad, you know, he got me into football. He passed away, you know, when I was 15. So like this is really like all in my mind. This is like what I want to do, like NFL. Like that's one thing Coach Grantham told me too. Like I'm an NFL guy. Like I said, like even Cam said, like it's just certain stuff we gotta fix, like just minor stuff, and like. But that's my true inspiration. My father, though, I would say, he taught me the game, and I just want to just keep playing the game. So.
I love that. How did you get started playing?
Yeah, so growing up, I had a twin brother, and we kind of got into it together. My father was a coach, so that's really how we got into it. It was just competitive growing up, and it just kept going.
When you guys take a big overview of your whole entire football career, give me one word that describes what you want to leave this season with.
Winning.
Hey, we love it.
Championship, winning, go undefeated.
Yeah. Hey, we're shooting big. We got big goals going on. We just talked to Coach Mills, and he has big goals for you guys, so I'm excited for that. What's one word that would describe?
You talking about like personally or as a team?
Let's do as a team.
Champion.
Nice. Championship mentality. That's exciting. So we're going into practice. What are practices like, or what are workouts? Let's say that. What are workouts like so far for you guys?
I mean, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, the winning edge, I mean, it gets there. It gets there, like, it gets there, but like, every week is like you're getting more conditioned, you're getting more in shape, and it's a good process. So it's been
Cam,
pretty good.
For those that don't know what winning edge is, describe it a little bit for us. Just touch on it.
It's like a gauntlet, you know. But pretty much there's a clock rolling for like an hour, and you're just running from station to station doing a bunch of drills. And let's say one station is 40 yards away. If coach doesn't like the way somebody ran, we're going to go back. And when I say go back, like redo the whole station, not just run back. So it's just real intense, you know, and you just keep going until you made 2 laps or time expired. So
when you guys are going through these hard moments, such as winning edge, what keeps you motivated to keep going and wanting to keep fight and go at it?
I mean, you just got the mindset, like, why are you here? Like, really, like, why are you here? Really, like, that's why I ask myself, like, you know, I know why I'm here, so every morning I wake up, so go on the field, do what I got to do. And, like, you want to win, so this is what it takes to win.
What about you?
Yeah, just knowing I got mouths to feed, you know, so I got to keep going. I can never break, so.
Nice. I'm so excited for you guys heading into this season, getting in your mindsets and what this looks like for you guys. So when you're going into this fall season, I know we're not there yet, but we're going into this fall season, what do you guys want to see out of yourselves, and what's a goal that you set for yourselves going into it?
You know, doing all the assignments right, making coach happy, all the coaches happy, making plays, getting sacks, interceptions, tackles, just doing everything right, being doing the right thing at the right time on the field. That's what I feel like. That's how like helping the team, not being selfish. Like that's what I feel like I just want to do.
Nice. Cam, what's your goal?
I kind of talked to Coach Mort about this on my visit, but I can't really give you guys a specific accolade. You know, for me, it's just being the best version of myself. You know, so whatever that looks like, I'm excited to see.
Colby, describe the coaches with one word. I want you to describe Coach Mills in one word and Mort in one word.
You gotta help me out, man.
I mean, I can give you time to think. I can go real quick.
Yeah, just go. I think it's on.
For Coach Mills, a word would be intentional.
Okay.
You know, I can tell everything he says and does has a purpose behind it. And then for Coach Moore, I would probably say knowledgeable, just looking at his resume alone.
Yeah, that's exciting to hear.
Yeah, like I would agree with what he said on, like, that's what I see too, like, especially talking to Coach Moore and Coach Mills, like, they're both knowledgeable into what they, you know, are doing. And, you know, they've had, like, you know, been around different coaches, different coaching backgrounds and like NFL and all that. So, like, I want to, like, have that type of coaching, you know.
What's something about Birmingham that surprised you when you first got here?
I would say the hospitality.
It's that Southern hospitality.
I mean, yeah, you hear that Southern hospitality. I've been a lot of places in the South, and sometimes it's fake, but I really feel like there's true Southern hospitality going on. So that's big.
Really, like, it's not a shock because I'm from Mississippi, so, like, it's really not a shock. But the city, like, it's a pretty, like, the city, like, how the city's going, like, that's pretty different because, like, where I'm at in Jackson, it's really not that much, like, city going on, but like the city, how it's going, yeah, that's like probably one thing that I'll say.
What's the feel like in the locker room right now with all these new guys coming in, new faces, everybody? It's just a whole lot of new going on. What is the locker room? What's the air like in there?
I just feel like everybody's getting along and stuff like that, talking to each other, learning each other. Everybody just learning each other. There's so many new faces, like it's a whole new team, so everybody's learning each other. But everybody, it's really like it's gonna be a really good like team, like, and we're communicating, like even on the field, like we're communicating, like, hey, we gotta do this, like, you know, once we like communicate that out, like we'll like building our relationship, you know, together, like as we communicate and do different stuff on the field.
As we sit back, if I'm sitting back, I'm looking at you guys' film, what am I seeing? How do you describe your game?
I would say, like Coach said, I'm a pass rusher, like I pass rush, I like running against the quarterback, goes all the spin move, all that, just getting nasty, like literally, like that's what I do. I can play inside linebacker. I like to play in space too. Like I like to do all of that. So like, but if you just watch my film, it's really just me just rushing, getting back there to the quarterback. Some plays I'm playing in space, I'm going back. It just depends.
So you're reactive. You're going for it.
Yeah, I'm very reactive.
Cam, what are you?
I would say fast and physical. You know, just even being a guy my size, I move really well. But I like to go through guys too. So really just real physical. Gonna have a lot of fun. Gonna make a lot of plays. Really doesn't matter, for real.
Yeah. What's y'all's favorite memory so far with football? If you can just go back to one moment. It can be high school. It can be Pee-wee when you first started playing. Just your favorite memory of playing football.
I would say mine's more recent. This past season being at Youngstown State, we went over to Michigan State. And I'm from Michigan, so I had a lot of family and friends there. I ended the game with an interception. So that was just big, doing that from a D-line.
Yeah, what was going through your head throughout that moment? Because that's a big moment. I know your heart's pounding, you're going for it. What was going through your head?
Yeah, I don't know. It was priceless. It felt like I was in a movie. You know, like everything got quiet around me. It was
like
crazy.
Slow motion around you now?
It was crazy.
What's your favorite memory?
I'll say my freshman year, my JUCO year, I think I had like a 3-sack game, 8-tackle game, like my ever first college game, and that was just, my mom saw it, and it was like, she was so happy, so that was like a really good memory I remember, you know, so.
Who do you play for?
My family, honestly. My family, yeah, really.
When you're looking back at your career, who is keeping you motivated and pushing you towards your goal?
Oh, my mom.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah, we talk every day about this, you know, so everyday thing. You know.
Yeah, you're always talking to her. She's always keeping you motivated.
Oh, yeah, all
What's
the
something
time.
she said to you?
You know, number one, stay humble, you know, always stay working. You know, really number one, keep God first, number one. I always say, she always harps on me like that, keep God number one, you know, but really just stay humble, stay hungry, and just work. Like, that's all she just preached to me, really, God, stay focused on football, and it's just, you know, she want me to win too, so that's how
We're here for it.
yeah.
Cam, who's pushing you?
I would say my dad and my brother. I touched on my brother earlier, but we actually went to college together, and he ended up getting injured, so he doesn't play football anymore. So just having him in my corner, you know, this is unconditional love and support from those guys.
What kind of things is he telling you?
Man, we talked before workouts and everything. He just tells me, man, just go your hardest. Give everything you got. Leave with no regrets. My dad tells me just be where your feet are. So it's big.
If there's any athletes listening right now that are struggling, what is something that you would tell them in order for them to keep moving? One piece of advice.
Never give up. Just keep going. Like, I done heard it all. Like, literally. Like,
Yeah.
People done told me so much stuff. Like, coaches in the past. Like, before I even like got to college. Like, just keep going. Don't listen to anybody who's saying you can't do it. Just do it. Trust God and do it. And just fight. Literally. That's all it is.
It's a battle every day.
Every day.
I would say you got to wake up and pat yourself on the back. You can't really look for praise from, you know, outside people. Just pat yourself on the back and give yourself that validation. It's going to be easier to give everything you have.
Nice. Well, you guys are so motivated, and it was so nice talking to you guys and having you on the Inferno podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Blazer Nation, for watching us.
Oh yeah, oh no. Oh yeah, let's roll. Let's roll.
Welcome back to This Week in Blazer Nation, presented to you by Children's of Alabama. Kicking us off with February 27th, the American Conference Indoor Championship for women's track is going to be hosted. Also on the 27th, UAB women's beach volleyball heads to Baton Rouge to take on LSU, Washington, ULM, Tulane, Houston Christian. Also on the 27th through the 1st, UAB softball heads to their South Carolina tournament to host Marist, Queens, and South Carolina. UAB men's baseball hosts a series with Jacksonville on the 27th through the 1st. On the 28th, UAB women's basketball takes on Temple at 2 p.m. Women's tennis is going to take on LA Tech at 2 p.m. at the Hoover Met. Also on February 28th, UAB women's tennis takes on Louisiana Tech at the Hoover Met at 2 p.m. Men's tennis is going to be taking on South Alabama at South Alabama at 2 p.m. And on the 1st, men's basketball is going to be back at home to take on North Texas at 11. Finishing us off, UAB women's tennis is going to be playing Alabama A&M at 12 p.m. at Hoover Met. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for joining us on the Inferno podcast. I'm Madison Page, and catch us next week as we have a new guest.